Good morning students. So today I am taking your science class and the topic will be classification of materials. So before going to the topic classification of materials, let us discuss about classification. What is classification? We all have kitchen in our home and we all have seen that various materials are there in the kitchen. Some materials made up of metal, some may be made up of glass, some materials made up of plastic, and some materials made up of clay. So the materials that made up of metal will fall under metalware. Made up of glass will be glassware. Plastic will be plasticware. And clay will be earthenware. So by looking at this classification, we can say that classification is sorting out materials on the basis of common feature. So this is all about classification of materials. Now we learn about what is classification. So classification is sorting out things or materials into groups on the basis of some common feature is classification. We can take another example of the animals also. So some animals may fly, some animals live in the water, some animals live in the hole, some animals eat flesh, some animals eat grass. So on the basis of that, we can also classify the animals into various groups. So this is called classification, that is sorting out of things or materials into groups is known as classification. Now we learn about why classification is needed. We learn about why classification is needed. Classification is needed because it makes the study a lot easier and systematic way. For example, when we enter in a library, we can see that various kinds of books in the library, but they are not merged in a single place. Suppose there are columns in the library. There will be separate column for science book, there will be separate column for English book, there will be separate column for SST, English, etc. etc. If you need science book, you will go to the science column and you will find it very easily that science book is in the science column. Same goes for the English. You can find the English book in the English column very easily. So from this example, we can understand that classification makes it very easy and in a more systematic way. It makes the things very easy and in a systematic way. That is why classification is needed. So now we learn about the next topic, that is properties of materials. Let's discuss about the properties of materials. Properties of materials means there are certain qualities that a materials can have. There are various kinds of properties that a materials have. Suppose for example color, taste, smell, hardness, solubility, etc. These are some properties of materials that a materials can have. Now let's take an example of sugar and salt. Yes, sugar and salt, they have same color, but sugar and salt are also soluble. So they have these two properties in common, but their taste is different. So in this example, we can say that a material can have two same property, but another property will be different. So that makes the two materials different from each other. So these are called the properties of materials. So the next topic will be the various properties of materials. So now let's discuss about the properties of material. So the first property is hardness. Materials that are hard materials. Materials that are soft are called soft materials. Examples of hard material is iron, wood. Example of soft material is sponge and cotton. Now if you want to distinguish between the hard material and the soft material, there is one distinguishing between these two is that hard material cannot be squeezed, but soft material can be squeezed. So this is the difference between the hardness of the material between materials which are hard and materials which are soft. Now if we want to find out how much hard the material is, for example how much hard is iron and how much hard is wood, we will perform an activity test. Perform an activity test. Suppose this is a piece of wood and this is a piece of iron. So if we take the piece of iron and try to scratch in the wood, we will find that iron makes a scratch in the piece of wood. And if you try to reverse the process, that if you take the wood and try to make the scratch in the iron, you will find that no scratch is there in the iron. So from this activity we can find that iron is more harder than wood and it make a scratch in the wood. So the next properties of material is brittleness. A material that breaks into small pieces by mechanical shock is said to be brittle. The property of a material of being brittle is called brittleness. So what is brittleness? Brittleness means breaking down. When, for example, suppose this is a piece of glass and this is a hammer. So if you try to break the glass with the hammer like this force, it will produce a mechanical shock and the glass will break down. So this property is known as brittleness. For example, glass, coal, stones, bricks, rock salt, etc. all have this brittleness property in them. So today we have learned about classification, why classification is required, properties of material and some properties of material like hardness and brittleness. So on the next video we will discuss about the other properties of materials. Thank you for watching.